The ICC is a court that aims to end impunity by punishing individuals for crimes against humanity, for war crimes, and for genocide and the crime of aggression. The trial chamber also in one appeals chamber, I had the chance to deal with crimes against humanity. These are typically mass atrocity crimes committed against civilian populations in the course of an armed conflict. And in these cases dealt with, among others, the recruitment of child soldiers. The boys abducted typically on their way to school and used as soldiers for fighting. And the girls, eventually subjected to what is called forced marriage. These are very sad stories. The right to identity is very important because one of the elements of the crime of the conscription of child soldiers, defined as recruiting a child below the age of 15, is to prove the child's age. And so it is all like, if we go to court and there's a child, former child soldier who's testifying, the first question basically is, when were you born? And the pattern is usually they're not so sure. They don't have registration, they have no birth certificate. And then there will be the whole process of finding substitute documents, perhaps a hospital record, a baptismal record, a school enrollment certificate. If they are captured, or if they surrender, the police record. And then if they become refugees, their refugee card, which actually doesn't solve the problem, because usually there are different dates in these on these papers, and which for me says a lot, not just about the importance of the right to identity and of an official recording of the child's identity. It also says something about the ICC and international criminal law. So it is important to have that registry. In fact, in other cases, I am told that apparently if you look at the official register, it says that like 50% of the kids were born on January 1. And one thinks, what's so special about January 1? Or to be more precise, what happened 9 months before January 1? If the civil registrar visits once a year in the village and asks for the birthdays and no one can remember the exact date, then they just routinely enter January 1. But that's on the part of the registry. But on the part of the court, you see, had we not been an international criminal court, if we were establishing state responsibility, maybe it is enough to look at the pictures of the kids and say, well, they look like kids. Put them in a playground, they are kids. And that is enough to establish that that element of the crime has been satisfied. But this is a criminal case, so we have to look for the records. And the multiple documents that I mentioned to you, if they have varying dates, then that only casts a cloud on any claim of the exact date of birth. And then, of course, these are all used to cast a cloud on the credibility either of the witness or of the date of birth of the child. So for me, there are so many dimensions to the problem. There is the evidentiary problem for a criminal court. There is there's a psychological element that once abducted, they are basically disconnected from their family and from their village, from the community that nurtured them, which is again indispensable to their new identity as child soldiers.